Yes, in the courtside report posted about the builder and badges, the image shows clamps requiring multiple gates for it to be unlocked. In the 2K24 builder, there are many badges that will have 2 to 3 and gates, meaning that multiple thresholds need to be met in order to unlock. Guys, that is crazy. When they're talking about there might actually be no demigods on 2K24, that could be why. Having to have multiple things just to get one badge or an animation, something like that, is gonna be crazy. Anyway, Joe Knows said, also interesting to note, I noticed is many badge threshold levels have changed. So just because you have the same rating as you did in 23, you unlock a lower level of the badge or potentially don't even meet the bronze threshold anymore, guys. Okay, so look, from what I've seen, this is definitely true, but that's basically all you're gonna get from right there. Okay, so anyway, Joe Knows also replied to that reply and said, perfect example was in the courtside report picture. Claymore Hall of Fame in 2K23 was an 86 three-pointer. Now Hall of Fame is 92. More details to come on all badges from me once the embargo lifts. So guys, this is the biggest week in 2K24. We are about to see gameplay from creators on Wednesday. We're about to see the builder on Friday, the city whenever they drop that. I don't know if it's going to be today, tomorrow, I have no idea, but we're seeing a lot. Even my team, if you guys care about that, this is the week for 2K24. Make sure you click that bell and it has to say all. Okay, if it doesn't say all, you're not going to get all the notifications, man. So as soon as I upload, you can see it. But check this out. Okay, we have a question for Zach Timmerman. So you can meet a threshold for a badge but still not able to get it. If you meet the threshold for a badge, you will get bronze immediately. Guys, I don't know if you just heard that or not. You will start the game with every bronze badge that your build is able to get. Okay, so you don't have to grind to unlock badges. It's automatically on the build. That's a W. He said this is true. So as soon as you make your build, whatever badges it's able to get, and I told you guys that the builder was going to be like a pie chart type of thing, but the way they're going to categorize you is by your badges. You're going to get every badge your build is able to get past bronze. You know what I'm saying? So any badge that is able to be fluctuating up or down, you are going to unlock right away, which could be crazy. Okay, so the next one is, but can you lose your bronze or does it stay bronze if not used like the floater badge? He said you will never lose a bronze badge. So I already knew this, and most of you guys knew that have been watching, but just in case, because some people were taking it the other way, you're not going to lose any badges necessarily. Okay, when I said lose badges, I mean that if you have a Hall of Fame badge, it can literally go down to bronze if you don't use it enough. So like I said, guys, I've been scared of that. And once again, I want to say, man, if you are watching these videos all the way through, you have a lot more questions than most people. I've been seeing people just ask so many questions that have been answered in these videos, guys. So if you haven't yet, just set your phone down, relax, grab a snack, whatever you got to do, and just watch the video, bro, because a lot of your questions will be answered in these videos. Okay, and maybe catch up on some old ones after this. As some have noted, many badges have just physical attribute gates, and some have both physical and skill attribute gates. It's one of my favorite things about removing the structure of the old 4 categories. Gives us more flexibility. We did keep category colors, as you could probably tell. So that's huge. Okay, there's even going to be physical as a part of it. Like I said, guys, with strength, if there is badges that correlate to having strength, you're actually going to need strength this year. And we've heard it over and over how strength is going to be important, blah blah blah. But this year, if it's literally tied to good badges, even if strength itself doesn't matter, you're going to need strength. It will actually matter on 2K24, and we will see when we open up that builder. And also, we're not actually going to 100% see right away if you're going to need strength, because we still have to see if those badges are good. But, you know, once again, like I always tell you guys, if you're wanting to make only one build the entire year, I would probably wait at least a few days to make your first build. I'm going to show you guys my build because I'm going to be getting spammed when the game comes out. Of course, I'm going to show you guys my build, but this is the year where those presets are going to come in handy for a lot of people, guys. Those presets are going to be huge. Or it's the year of, if you have to, you either have to put in a lot of time to learn the builder or watch a bunch of people's YouTube videos to just you know, go off one build, go off another build, see what they do. So it's going to be a big year for creativity, and I'm excited for it. Okay, so Wolf tweeted out, Spot Finder is a new off-ball badge which utilizes the get open mechanic. To use the get open mechanic, tap R2 RT when you are ready to cut. This will give you a small speed boost and increase the chance of shots going in after a successful catch, which we already know about this badge, but he further explains, be mindful when using the get open mechanic because it will cost an adrenaline boost. It is versatile and can be used in so many different situations: corner/wing cuts, centers rolling to the basket, and sharpshooters moving around the 3-point line all can utilize the get open mechanic. Excited for you all to try it out. He said, for clarity, you only lose an adrenaline bar when you perform the get open move. That means tapping R2 or RT. Sprinting around while holding R2 RT down will not cost any adrenaline bars. Okay, so that is very important to note. That it's not going to be like when 2K23 came out, because we know when that came out, it was really weird why you would just lose an adrenaline bar from going from one direction to the other on an off ball. Like, I don't know. That was weird to me, and I'm glad that they did change that. But check this out. Zach Timmerman said, no visual for you yet, but the attributes menu has 2 nice additions. A badge glossary, so you can scroll through to see the attribute requirements. As you fill up attributes, a notification appears to let you know which badges you now qualify for. No more menu jumping necessary in 2K24. Guys, I mean, they're doing good things, bro. They're doing good things. Someone tweeted at me yesterday and was like, you should be stepping on their necks, and this is not the old badge plug. It's like, bro, you obviously don't watch. You haven't been watching for years. You guys know every year I get very excited about these things, okay? Then when the game comes out and I can actually play the game and give my criticisms and opinions, then that's when I'm going to be saying some things, okay? If things are bad, So that's how it's going to go, all right? Right now, though, the numbers are the highest they've ever been in terms of hype for the game and me posting news videos. I'm not talking about 2K15, 16, but since I posted news videos in like 18, actual analytical statistical proof, this is the most hype the game has ever been, guys. And I appreciate you guys for watching my videos and supporting so much throughout this, because we're almost done with wrapping up all the news. But even when the game comes out, you guys know I'm going to be posting news on everything, okay? Patches, updates, changes to the game at all, my builds, jump shots, things to help you guys out and be better at the game, how to get badges fast, because there's a new badge system, so it's not over, okay? Anyway, spent some good time trying to be as descriptive as possible for archetype names this year. More effort went into calling out even serviceable shooters. That said, my new favorite archetype name is a 3-point shot hunter. No hiding now. He said, I understand that this probably won't be the case, but it would be cool if now, since badges are changing due to playstyle, that build names could also change due to playstyle. Just an idea. He said, I really love the idea of fluctuating archetype names. Been considering it for years, maybe 25, but this year they are static. So that's pretty interesting right there. From a developer that works at 2K, there actually might be interchangeable, fluctuating archetype names on 2K25. This is the first year that they are trying anything with fluctuating in the badge system. Now, Uncle Demi posted exposed NBA 2K23 builds that will fail you in 2K24. Now, for those of you that are like, I don't trust Uncle Demi, don't make the build he's talking about. I never meant that when I'm showing you guys information from him, okay? Make the build that he makes if you want to, but just listen to the information. Now, he has literally been to Community Day, so I don't want to hear nobody saying he hasn't seen the builder, even though he had already seen the builder, okay? It was very obvious, all right? But let's roll these clips. We have a lot more screenshots to talk about, but I think this is also very important, okay? So we're going to roll a few clips, and I'll be right back. Guys, make sure to drop a like if you haven't yet, okay?
Stuff like this, where every single pie chart is basically fulled out like this, is just something that's not going to, say pie chart, attributes that's fulled out like this, that's just not going to happen, and that's a good thing, okay? Speed with ball is now attached to other things, like I've been saying before. Listen, if you watch my other videos, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But now that I've actually played it and I got a real big embargo on me, I can't tell you, but speed is attached to stuff, okay? Acceleration is attached to stuff. I know people already peeped that stamina is attached to stuff. Strength, look at this, there's no strength here. Strength is attached to stuff, Okay.
And all I'm gonna say is he's not lying. Okay, I don't know about each and every one, but this man's telling the truth. All right. So, like I told you guys, even if the attribute itself doesn't necessarily matter, right? Just like, for example, how speed with ball is not as important this year as acceleration. You're going to need a higher speed with ball on a lot of your guard builds and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, woo, man, I'm excited because it looks like there's going to be a lot more balance. Unless someone finds like a 2K21 next gen build that's just so much better than like the 6-7 power 4 that's just so much better than any other build. This could be a very good year for balance. It reminds me of 2K19, 2K20, which Uncle Demi has been talking about so much already. So let's roll the next clip and I'll be right back.
We also know all the tiers, okay? Animation tiers are pushed way much higher, okay? So now you can understand that you're not gonna be able to get Agent 3s on gold. It's not happening, okay? You're not able to get silver contact dunks, all right? With an 86, it's not happening, okay? You're not able to get Fearless Finisher, or Giant Slayer, Hall of Fame and gold respectfully with an 84. It's just not going to happen. All right. What else? Speed with ball. You're not even able to get Steph Curry or Trae Young with a 77 speed with ball, and you got to have a way much higher speed and acceleration. Like, all right. And then the same exact thing here. Okay. You're not going to be able to get gold anchor with a 93. And also, like I said, block is going to be associated to other things also. Steals going to be associated to other things. Perimeter defense. And again, like I said, you're not able to get silver, silver clamps at this 87 or more. No, same for the steals. Ball handle, 87 ball handle. What it gave you, you know, first of all, clamp breaker's not here, but like for unpluckable and all this stuff, you're not able to get them at these tiers. Everything's been pushed up. It's gone. Like, it's gone.
All right, all I'm gonna say once again is I don't know about each and every one that he's talking about, but the man is telling the truth. And even Joe Knows, who was at Community Day, we seen from the very beginning, said the exact same thing. And also, we have seen from literally the picture from 2K themselves that even Claymore, for example, is higher up. You have to have a higher rating to get the badge higher up, which is huge for balance on the game. Okay, so that's gonna be really interesting. Man, I'm excited. Okay, there's a lot I want to, guys, I really do. But let's roll this next clip.
Pay attention to me. All right, like, you know, I just want y'all to literally listen to what I'm about to say right now. Okay, off balls are going to be another very, 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 very lethal play set to use. So if you're somebody that says, hey, you know, you can literally run with no ball handlers, have someone bring the ball up the court, have your man set a screen, be a pure sharp, and just do off-ball screens and go crazy. All right, there's badges. We already seen the badges, you know, that they have now that you're able to go absolutely crazy with.
And we just seen a few minutes ago Wolf, a former 2K League player who's now a developer for 2K, talking about these badges as well. But what scares me is that we could be returning to a kind of 2K19, 2K18, like the dexing. It's called dexing if you guys don't know, like running off ball, and it was like really glitchy. It wasn't really realistic, definitely at all. Was pretty dang overpowered, I can't lie. So it scares me that he's saying you don't even need a ball handler on your team. You can just sit there and run off-ball screens over and over if you have a high enough three-pointer and your badge is, you know, correct and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see it be another good part of basketball. I just don't want it to be too overpowered, you know what I'm saying? Because it sounded kind of crazy. No ball handlers, and you can still rock out like that? I don't know, but let's roll these next two clips. These are the last two from Uncle Demi, and then we have a lot more screenshots to get into as well.
Make sure you come into 2K24 with the mindset of, yo, what am I going to specialize in, and just go with that and own it. Don't look at this and be missing this. Everybody's going to be in the same boat with you. Everybody's going to have the same builds. No one's going to be running out on the court with you making, you know, a pure green, and then someone out is going to run out of the court with something like this. It's not happening anymore, okay? So just keep that in mind. 6'10s, okay? 6'10s, and you see how you max your wingspan all the way out, and your ball handle is still an 81. So you're able to get elite dribbles and all that type of stuff. This build's dead, Okay, so you're not able to do that no more.
Okay, that's a lot to break down in about 20 seconds of clips, but once again, if you guys have been watching closely, and I told you guys to listen, man, those of you that have made it this far into the video, put trust plug in the comment section down below, because those of you that have been watching and listening to these videos are now understanding it more. Uncle Dimmy has been hinting that builds are kind of like pie charts, okay? We know it's a freedom builder once again, but you're gonna be kind of like a pie chart. And you see, he said pure green. All right, if you have a pure green, you're not gonna be running into a 6'8", 6'9" demigod. Everyone's gonna be playing a role on the court. Now, you're not going to be a role player because you're never a role player, okay? Good people can take a role player and make it into a superstar, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a super role player, I don't think there's ever been a 2K, maybe like 1 or 2, where you were actually a role player. But when you come out there on the court, if you're good, you can do everything, basically, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, at the end though, he said that those, you know, moving the wingspan, you're losing ball handle. He said the 6'10", gone. And, you know, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I can't say a lot, but it's going to look rough for people trying to make those kinds of builds, okay, in terms of unpluckable and things like that. I don't know. We'll see, okay? So we'll see, because the way he's talking about it, man, you're not going to get a high ball handle on a 6'9", 6'10", things like that. So, of course, you know, maybe in less competitive areas where you're not playing as good people, you can probably get away with it, you know, some cool content, things like that. But when you start playing someone good that has a high steal and things like that, it's just, I don't see it working, bro. I don't see it working, okay? So, the next one we have is, does playing on a high difficulty like Hall of Fame in my career give more progression towards badges and overall? He said yes, higher multipliers for both, but it's also harder to win and sometimes harder to get good teammate grades, so take that into consideration. So this kind of answers what I was telling you guys. If every badge was numbered, like, oh, you have to shoot 150 limitless range shots to get you limitless range, obviously playing on rookie would be easier, because if you have to hit 150 on Hall of Fame versus rookie, it's easier to do it on there. But now we see that it's gonna just be play by ear, also play by skill level, or play by the method that you have, how good the method is on what difficulty you're going to use to grind badges at the highest form of like consistency, you know, getting it as fast as possible. So you guys already know, bro, when the game comes out, if it's at all hard to get badges, if there's, I got you, okay? You already know I got you. I'm gonna be in that my career going crazy, okay? So Wolf said, right stick ripper, when in a defensive stance, flick the right stick towards the ball. This is a badge, by the way, if you guys haven't seen. Higher chance for a steal if right stick flick is correct. For all my defenders out there, if you want to separate yourself from the rest, utilize this badge. Love this one. Now, guys, remember, Wolf is a former NBA 2K League player, professional, right? He also played the lockdown position, okay? So when he's talking about defense especially, I listen, all right? Okay, I definitely listen. But Uncle Dimmy said that right stick ripper, you know, using that right stick is going to be really good, okay? Remember, it's going to be good from what we're hearing right now, but it's very risk reward. So if you miss, you're going to pay for it from what has been said so far, okay? We'll see when the game comes out. I want to make sure that you guys understand I'm telling you from what we know right now. I haven't played the game, so I don't know, okay? But I'm just telling you from what we have been told at the moment. Now, he tweeted about this badge as well on defense, called Fast Feet. Think of it as a quick first step for defenders. Allows you to move faster and laterally and change directions quicker while playing defense. The badge is great for all the pesky defenders out there. So if you're a pure lockdown on 2K24, man, you might be a demon, especially if you're actually good, because you might be a lockdown, but are you a lockdown, right? Are you a lockdown? Now, Wolf made a tweet about another defensive badge, a movable enforcer, which we've already talked about. This is the direct counter to bulldozer. A movable enforcer allows the defender to win physical body ups in the perimeter and in the paint. This badge is great for the big defenders who want to prioritize strength in their build. She said, Lele, who's a 2K Next Maker, who was at 2K Community Day, by the way, I got this badge so much in 5v5 on my 7-1 big, specifically during hands-up animations to stop interior scoring, and I can say the defense is immaculate. I love it. Okay, so I heard some things about the rec, you know, when they were playing in that tournament and things like that. If you guys didn't see the last video on 2K24, not a lot I can say at the moment, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be interesting, okay, when the game comes out. Of course, there will probably need something that needs nerfed or buffed, things like that. But I think that I hope that Mike Wang keeps a strong guy. Like, he stands on his hill and like, okay, I made the game how it is, And if there's not like deep exploits and things, it's just little tiny buffs and nerfs, because they didn't really change a lot this year, like major things, okay? And I'm going to keep saying that. They did not change a lot of major things this year besides steals, okay? They, you know, I guess they made paint defense a little bit worse, maybe. They might have changed, they did change team takeover. They changed a few things, okay, but nothing really major besides steals, in my opinion, okay? So Mike Wang stood his ground pretty good this year. Whether I believe the game was great or not gameplay-wise, I'm just saying, though, that he didn't change a lot about the game. Major things. Anyway, my favorite new offensive badge in 2K24. Scooper increase makes for scoop layups, touch passer, quicker touch passes. Bulldozer is bully 2.0, works in the perimeter to fight off contact, and when trying to finish at the rim, strength matters. Precision dunker improves meter dunk. So multiple YouTubers that I would easily trust with their opinion on the game, that are very good at the game as well, which is something that's important to know. You know, I like to trust people that are good at the game as well, a lot more. But they've said strength matters, okay? So, and like we've said, if it's tied to badges, especially like a clamp breaker badge, if clamp breaker's anything like this game, it's going to be important, okay? Even if the actual attribute itself doesn't matter, the badges that goes with it will matter. Now, is it going to matter on a 6'1" guard? Probably not, okay? But if you're a, you know, 6'6" tall guard, you could maybe make a bully guard, you know, things like that. And there's a YouTuber named Be Like Dime who's already made some bully guards this year. He's a great YouTuber if you guys haven't checked him out. But I'm wanting to see more of that next year, and I'm wanting to see it really cool. So anyway, I'll be spending 0 time in the builder when 2K24 releases. Double H, who was at 2K Community Day. That's how confident I am in the build I made. The only thing I could do to make it better is finding out what animations I prefer, which will take a good month plus. Then I'll be able to maximize my build to my liking. So once again, guys, like I told you, if you're wanting to make one build the entire year, if you don't have enough money, whatever it is, I would wait, okay? And then remember, I'm saying this right now, okay? I'm saying this right now. Don't watch anyone's build video, like watch them, you know, but don't make a build in the first week if you're only making one build the entire year, if you're only able to make one, because we have to figure out things, okay? The only thing I'm seeing right now that could potentially break the builder, obviously someone could find a 2K21 6'7" power forward that could break everything, right? Hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't think it's going to happen, because Wolf is like making that builder crazy from what we're seeing. Like there's 3 things tied to one. Like if you want one badge, you're going to need 3 different attributes and physicals to be able to get that on some of them. It's going to be crazy. But the only thing I see breaking it is the fact that there's so many new animations. And I'm worried that 2K hasn't been able to balance them all yet. Now, what I mean by balance is they obviously, like we've already known, have went in there and changed some animations. For example, if you want, what is it? The the dribble move that everyone uses to left, right. I can't think of it on the spot, but the one that everyone uses, Steve Francis, okay? Mike Wing has already said that's at a 95 ball handle, all right? So all the big good animations are supposed to be higher up, which just makes sense, okay? We talked about this year. That's one of the things that broke the builders. You don't have to go a lot higher on a lot of attributes, like speed with ball. You only need it 75 because that's where you get Michael Jordan dribble style, right? Well, that's not the same anymore. So with all these new animations, the only thing that I think could break, not necessarily break the builder, but it could, or also give you more leniency to like not upgrade certain things, is the fact that 2K hasn't been able to, maybe, I'm not saying they haven't because I don't know, but if they haven't been able to actually go out there and test out each and every animation to put them at certain requirements and say, okay, this one's better than this one, this has to go higher on the ball handle than this one, you know, things like that. So we'll see when the game comes out, okay? That's literally all I have to say. Builds I'm thinking about making day 1. This guy went to Community Day as well. Giannis inside with Hall of Fame Bulldozer, all around 6'6" build. Peer Lockdown might mess around and make all 3. So from what he's seen at Community Day, he's wanting to make those type of builds. Just keep that in mind, all right? So Solo, who was at Community Day, he said, we will be seeing the new city, builder, and gameplay for 2K24 all within the next few days. Like I said, guys, it's coming this week. You have to click that bell right next to subscribe and make sure it says all notifications, okay? Because we are about to see everything. This is the week for 2K24. If you missed any news at all, you have to see everyone this week. Now, Ronnie2K tweeted out, and I'm blocked by him, so if you guys can please tag Ronnie2K under his tweets, tag him, just say unblock badge plug, please, so I can see his tweets, so I can make my news videos easier. He said, Team has been working hard on bringing back Legends for 24. It's a tough process, but excited seeing you guys react to some that showed up for first time in game in years in today's trailer. So people are talking about like Brandon Roy's back in the game. I think Kwame Brown was in the game. So they've apparently brought a lot of Legends back, which is very interesting. As someone, I got into 2K playing Play Now and things like that, and every year I do go to the GOAT status, the GOAT thing, the highest level in Play Now. As you guys know that watch the videos seriously, I go to the highest level in Play Now because there is a ranking system on there. And so yeah, I always, you know, when I'm done with Park for the year and stuff like that, I go and Play Now because that's what got me into 2K, and I still enjoy it. You know, I still, obviously I get mad from time to time, but I still enjoy playing what actually got me into 2K, and I'm excited to see some more Legends this year, okay? Hopefully there's some really cool ones in there. Charles Barkley would be really cool, but, you know, we'll see about that. Anyway, guys, you need to see this video if you haven't seen it because there's lots of important information about NBA 2K24. If you don't want to watch it, you're going to be missing out on a lot of news, okay? You're going to be left out when the game comes out, and you're going to have a lot more to figure out, okay, guys? So click this video right here. Agent Boy Badge Plug, you have been plugged in. I'm about to go, so you got to click this video, and I'm out. Peace.